Well, here in West Michigan, we know craft beer is an important part of our community because it is really big business here, and we like drinking it a lot.
And that's right. That's why many folks, in fact, are starting to head to the Traverse City area, also emerging as a beer town. You'll find a number of great breweries there, breweries that are gaining a lot of national attention, just like the wineries.
You know, some of the peninsulas in the Traverse City area are known for growing great fruit. They're known for their bountiful vineyards. They're now growing hops to contribute to that growing, you know, industry and community there. So we stopped by a brewery that's really doing some special things. Shorts Brewing Company in Bellaire, one of the Michigan's largest and most popular breweries.
Michigan has a population of close to 1,100, and one of the biggest businesses here is Shorts Brewing Company, part of the very popular brew scene in the greater Traverse City area. Let's check it out. We are here with Joe Short, the founder of Shorts Brewing Company, and you got to tell us how this all started.
I guess the simple answer is that I fell in love with the process of making beer, and kind of had a short stint at college, a little background in hospitality, decided to ditch the college career for a while, focus on my love of making beer and my experience in hospitality, and I wanted to essentially live in this area. So our little philosophy is love what you do and love where you live. And so this is kind of how it all started.
You were part of a greater beer scene in the Traverse City area. It's getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, well, we've been at this for almost 12 years now, so that's probably one reason. We're a Michigan-only beer maker, so all the beer that we make here is sold just in the state, so that brings a lot of people into the state to discover our beer. We live in a great part of the state, which is amazing, so a lot of people who want to do golfing or color tours or skiing, we're kind of just this little anomaly in a very small area that's really, really beautiful.
Yeah, and beer is actually made right here in this area where we are.
Yeah, so this is where it all started. This is the hardware store. It used to be a hardware store. It used to be just 2 store fronts, and we have a little 7-barrel brewery back there. And then in 2009, we opened up our production facility across the lake over in Elk Rapids, and that does the bulk of our production for the state.
And that's pretty incredible because you have made close to 350 different beers, but yet you're so known for making unique beers.
Yeah, we're kind of, I guess we've always been kind of known as the Willy Wonka of breweries, so we're not afraid to try anything. You know, some of our famous beers are key lime pie, strawberry shortcake. We just won a medal for a beer called Melt My Brain, which is a gin and tonic inspired beer. Some classic examples are Bloody Beer, which is a Bloody Mary inspired beer. And the list goes on and on and on. But this is kind of the facility where we get to test drive a lot of those beers before we send them down the production road.
My name is George Small. My wife and I, Denise, are from Lafayette, Louisiana. And we live there. That's our permanent address, but we spend 6 months in northern Michigan. And it's our hurricane evacuation plan, and it's worked extremely well. They have excellent food. They have really good craft beer. They're extremely consistent. The quality and service is always there. My favorite beer is Humalupalicious. I'm a hophead. I love IPAs. Humalupalicious, that's good the next couple days.
So if somebody were to come here to Bellaire, this would be part of the experience that they should and would get.
Yeah, so this is like the birthplace of Shorts, and you're going to see a lot of Shorts beer, you know, inside Antrim County and outward. You know, just experiencing Bellaire in itself is kind of all one big experience. I mean, the town is only like 2 blocks long, so it's really quaint. Everybody kind of knows each other here. It's like the Cheers of villages.
Yeah, and you have great things that you're adding. We know that you have grown over the last 12 years that you have been in business. You've talked about how much you've really expanded on this block. You added a little store that I know visitors probably like to go and take a piece of Shorts home with them.
Yes, so before last winter, we used to have a bunch of shirts and hats and stuff up here.
Yeah.
It became really difficult for our wait staff to sell merchandise too. So we had to break the two off so we could still provide the dining experience with like a great service, and then also expand our merchandise offerings, because it just became too difficult for staff to run back and forth with different t-shirts and run beer and food
Yeah,
and sandwiches out. So then we just kind of kept growing so we could essentially make sure that anyone's experience coming to the pub was the best it could be. So we always make our growth decisions based on that.
Yeah, well, we want to thank you so much for having us here. We appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure. Yeah.
We're here in Bellaire, Michigan, home of Shorts Brewing Company.
Wow.
So it was so fun visiting Shorts. I'd heard so much about it. Of course, I've tried some of their beers, and it's very well known, very good. And just to see that big operation in a small village and how it's kind of transformed it and really made Bellaire a destination.
Yeah, put it right on the map.
Yeah, it sure has. And, you know, they do offer tours by appointment. It's a great way to learn more about Shorts beer, making the process they make that great beer. They're also making cider now with Northern Michigan apples.
Ooh, yum.
Yeah, it is called Starcut Ciders. And coming up on Saturday, November 28th, is the annual Brewski Bash at Shorts in a pub in Bellaire. You might want to target that weekend if you're going up. They'll be tapping their 2015 stout lineup.
Hey, and at this rate, the golf courses may still be open. The weather's been so sensational.
Good point, Terry.
Oh, yeah, there's also Traverse City Beer Week before that, November 13th through the 20th, with a series of fun events like craft beer tastings, dinners, workshops, and also, of course, talks with various brewers. You can learn more about Beer Week and the other breweries and tap rooms by going to traversetity.com. This is a great clearinghouse. It's a great place to start planning your getaway. Information about hotels and wineries, shopping, and outdoor recreation.
Yeah, so one other place we visited is Sutton's Bay, which has great wineries and some really great local businesses like Bailey's. Now, that is a clothing store run by the great-great-grandchildren of the man who founded the store in 1876. So we also stopped by Mauby Vineyards, which makes sparkling wine. We talked with the winemaker there about what makes Mauby so unique. And we're seeing the outside of Mauby here. Yeah. They serve this in a lot of places in Michigan and outside the state. Really getting a great following. So they've got a great story.
Well, I love when you go to Traverse City on these special work assignments, because you take us to these great places that we may have not discovered in the past.
And it's great to hear the story behind it. You may have heard about it because something is very well known, but then you go and you meet the people that, like Joe, who started it all, and it just becomes this great story and this interest of this jewel. One thing too, I'm amazed he could but does not sell his beer outside of the state of Michigan.
I was surprised when you brought that
choice that he has made, he and his wife, to really just keep it here, keep it local, and you gotta love Shorts for doing that.
Yeah, you love that because he's true, and then that gives people a big reason to actually come here.
Yeah, and you can go to Bellaire, see where it all happens. They even serve up some beers that they don't serve to the public, so it really makes going there worth it.
Sounds great, and I know when you go up north, you need to make sure you have a great thing to put on your feet, because you do a lot of walking there, and so you need a great pair of boots or shoes.
And we have an awesome sale on some fab finds from Wolverine Worldwide in our studio. It's leading up to their big event that benefits Goodwill. See how you can step out in style while giving back. That's next.
Your all-access pass to everything West Michigan.